Okay, viewers, this is Dr. James VOND speaking, and I'm once again at the lower precinct in Coventry City Centre, and today's date is Saturday, 25th of October 2025, 25/10/25, in other words, and I'm at besides the new look store, which I've covered many times. So I'm usually going through it. In fact, we'll do that today as well. We'll go for the new look once again. And I've mentioned in my videos that they started to sell some men's clothing on ground floor of the shop after a long absence. Only some men's clothing, not that much, but otherwise it's all online. The men's clothing you have to buy it online. Next.co. That's newlook.co.uk. Okay, so that's ground floor. Let's just go up the escalator and 2025 anyway. And this store, this company is like I said, established 1969, the same year I was born, and it's as old as me. Therefore, the company that is New Look, but not this particular store. Obviously, this used to be C&A store in the 1980s and 90s until it closed, and then obviously New Look bought the store, and then it has been here ever since. But the company is about my age, so I'm going to be 56 end of the year. And what do I need to mention? 2025 has kind of been a bad year for me. Not very brilliant. I've had kind of sad things happen to me, and starting more recently with my car, my Peugeot 207 SW Estate that failed the annual MOT back in May 2025, and as a result, I was forced to scrap it, sell it for scrap. In other words, I didn't get much for it, but I spent that money on my food and clothing items. So I do miss that car, which got me through my 13 plus months of homeless ordeal, and it also went with me, it took me all the way to Europe, including Switzerland, Zurich, all the way to Zurich, Switzerland, and even Netherlands many times. So I do miss that car. I've had to depart with that, sadly, and like I said, it was scrapped. The other bad news was on 4th of January 2025, my mother sadly also passed away, died at her care home in Balsall Common in the Solihull district, about 7 miles from Birmingham Airport. She was kept at Harper Fields Care Home, and like I said, she was taken away and put in care homes, and as a result, that's what jeopardised my stay at my home, and I was rendered homeless directly as a result of her being removed from the house because she was a main tenant. So sadly, she's missed as well. She's died at the age of 81 on the 4th of January, that is this year. But 81 isn't that much. Actually, the famous English scientist, physicist, known as polymath, Isaac Newton, was actually born on the 4th of January, but not in this year. Obviously, he's born in 1643. So my mum passed away when he was born on the day he was born, actually. But obviously, he was born 1643, and he died on the 31st of March 1727 at the age of 84. And he was actually born on a farmhouse, and that was in Woolsthorpe Manor which is nowadays owned by the National Trust and open to the public. And as you can recall, in my old YouTube videos, I used to cover that farm of his. I actually made a video there. I went all the way to his birthplace in Lincolnshire. That's in the East Midlands area. So it's about 56 miles from here, from where I am now in Coventry. 56 miles northeast, slightly northeast, but still on the 52nd parallel north latitude. And I had covered a video there. I made a video there, but I sadly don't have that video anymore. It's on one of my old YouTube channels. Anyway, his farm house was on Woolsthorpe Manor, which is in Woolsthorpe by Coastal Wolf. That's the district. And it's in Lincolnshire, like I said, in the East Midlands. So I did do a video there. I visited his farm place of birth. And I don't know if just coincidentally, my mum died on the day he was born, on that same day. But obviously, a couple of hundred years in the future. So he was born in the 17th century, of course. And what else do I need to mention? Obviously, he's known for the classical laws of physics, the laws of motion or mechanics, and of gravitation as well, the classical physics that are still used today. And he invented the mathematics of calculus, differential equations, etc. Calculus. So he's contributed to that. That's why he's known as a polymath. And also, he discovered the 7 colours of light. White light is composed of 7 colours: red, orange, yellow, blue, green, indigo, violet. And he achieved that by using prisms to split the light into its separate components, just like a rainbow. So he was famous for that as well, discovering that white light is composed of the 7 colours I've just mentioned, as well as his laws of motion. So he's in the East Midlands anyway. So, but he died at age 84, longer than my mum. Actually, my mum didn't live that long. Anyway, what else do I need to mention? Okay, about myself, I was at New Look there just a short while ago, and I should mention I've had actually 3 jobs in the past before I actually became a social media content creator. So before that, I was actually doing van driving, and I've had jobs with. My last job was with a DPD based in Hinckley as a van driver, multi-drop van driver. And then before that, I was at Hermes in Coventry, and I was also doing multi-drop on that one, a multi-drop van driver. And then also OCS Worldwide. I was a van driver with OCS Worldwide. So those companies have hired me obviously in the past, before I was actually even a social media content creator. Obviously I used to get a lot more money than what I'm on now, so these guys don't pay me at all on social media. I need to mention that because obviously my efforts have been just fruitless otherwise. So once again, just to summarise, I have worked with the van companies who have hired me, and in those days it wasn't as much paid now as now, because obviously the minimum wage has gone up, and Those companies were DPD, based in Hinckley, and Hermes, based in Coventry, and also OCS Worldwide. Not quite new look then, but I did work for those companies. Just thought I'd mention it for the record. And I'll end this video. I'm not going to go give my bank details, but they might be on the video itself. Dr. James VOND on 25th of October 2025 in Coventry City Centre, and in Broadgate, Coventry City Centre right now.